I'm really excited about this year, especially that, I'm coming back home. Always exciting to come back home and to the situation that's familiar, that you know what to expect, and you know most of the players, the coaches, the situation, the fans and everything. But I think especially this year, it's looking, like we do have a good roster this year, and it's an ambitious roster with a lot of veterans, a lot of experience on the team. So, we're hoping it's going to be a good year. We don't know what's a good year, but if we stay healthy as a team, if we click as a team, I think we have a chance to have to make something special here in Kaunas. It's great, it's great because, like I said, we've played before, and not only them two, but other guys, and so we have that mutual understanding already. We know what each other can do. We don't need, let's say, a month or two to get to know each other, or to find out what he can or he can't do. You kind of know the player already, so you start from the point of, you pick it up from where you left off, a year or two years ago. So I think that's a big advantage. It's yes and no, because as I get older and more experienced, you always bring that to the team. But at the same time, like I said, we do have a lot of experienced players on the team, and I think it's first time where we really have most of the older guys, not young guys, let's say. And I think all those guys, combined, bring their experience. I think it's going to be not necessarily from one guy, bringing that leadership or that experience. It's like all us putting our heads together and trying to be focused from the first game, and because we know what we came here to do. I think most important thing right now is take one game at a time, and not to look forward too much into what's going to happen 2, 3, 4 games later, because our group is very I'd say tricky and strong at the same time. We have two powerhouses with Barcelona and Panathinaikos. Those are teams that always have a ticket already punched in, but other three teams that are in our group are very, I'd say, very strong and unpredictable at this point. We have Lokomotiv, where they have big budget, they have great players, so they can always be a great team. And same goes with Karşıyaka, they're Turkish League champions. And they brought more players to their team. So I think it's going to be very difficult, and we're going to really have to, like I said, give our all. Every single game. And then you have Polish champions, so we kind of have best teams from every country in one group. So maybe the names aren't as big as Barcelona and Panathinaikos, but I think you can't look at it this way. I think at this age everybody can play basketball, and it's just the little details that is either win or loss. Important, very important. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, because we just have our whole team, just joined us, 2-3 days ago from a national team, and we have fairly short preparation for the season. Of course, we'll have a few games in a local league to prepare, but I think that's going to be a big challenge to start off the year really well, so we don't have to look, for the last 2 games that it's do or die. It's much better to go into it, just playing basketball and not thinking about what happens if we lose.